everybody, this is Rebecca Herneisen, your sales director, and I am so excited to start this new consultant training with you. This is going to be a 5 to 6 week course, and we are going to spend time each week talking about the different aspects of the business for you as a brand new consultant. And I broke it down into 6 weeks. Some may take longer than others. This first week maybe will take you 15 minutes to listen to or watch. The other ones might take a half an hour to 40 minutes. So, but I want to begin to say that the company has done a fantastic job with creating MK University, with creating just in touch for you as far as things for you to look at. But I have put this together because I think that it's important for you as a brand new consultant to go, okay, where do I start? How do I get going? What do I need to know? The basics of what I need to know. And then what is really my next step? And so I'm going to tell you all that I want you to pull out your Start Something Beautiful magazine. It is like one of the most powerful tools that you're going to find in your starter kit, besides, I said, your flip chart. So if you've watched any of the other videos that are going to be on our site about the flip chart or about your parties or about closings, anything like that, you're going to hear me say, what are the most important things? This is one of them. So as a brand new consultant, you know, you're going to see me talk about your box that you get from the welcome video and all that. And I'm going to tell you that this is one of the things you're going to pull out, and this is going to become like your Mary Kay Bible. And you are going to read this from cover to cover. I highly recommend it. So we're just going to break down some key things from each section of this book. So let's get started on it. So the very start, so let's open up your book together. And it really just tells you in the very beginning the mission of Mary Kay, which is really to enrich your life and enrich women's lives. And so you're just gonna like open that up or read that little segment. Then in there, it gives you a table of contents. And I want you to look through there. I really highly recommend that you don't skip through it unless you need to. If you're like doing a party tomorrow, then you might want to go to bookings and you might want to go through the party aspect of it. Or you might want to fast forward to where we talk about bookings and what to do at a party in the new consultant training of step 3 and step 4. All right, so I'm going to tell you, welcome to the Mary Kay family. Welcome to the family business. And you're going to love this because you're going to see Ryan Rogers, and he is Mary Kay's grandson. And I want you to read the little story that she writes about him, because he's there pictured as a young boy with his grandmother on stage. How cool is that, right? He is now our CIO, which is our Chief Investment Officer. All right, so all throughout this book, you are going to get key contents from top directors in this company. I don't know anywhere else where you have top people that are going to give you information that directly from them, like key things. And we have a consultant here, she's new, who is listening to this as well. She can probably tell you too, like, no, we're in a corporate company. Are they going to say, hey, I know how to do it, I've mastered it, and now I want to share it with you. So there is a wealth of information in here of scripts and like how I reach the top. And you want to highlight this. So one of my recommendations is that you get a highlighter and you underline as you learn, because you're going to come back and you're going to utilize some of these things because they're powerful, powerful tools in there. So as you start, your mentors, your friends, your sisters. And one of the things that the top front of this book says is open the door to success. And so I want you to look at that as this is opening the door to your success. And also, you know, the book, your starter kit, in your starter kit, it says your opportunity awaits you, and that's on your box. And so love those key phrases that you get, because I want you to keep in mind that you have just opened the door to success. This book has a ton of successful tips in it. Okay, if you turn to page 8 and 9 of your book, it talks about really her story, Mary Kay's story, and then other people's story, because you're going to start to think about, what is my why story, what is my I story, and there's going to be a section in this book that's going to talk about how you create your I story, and you're going to want to be able to do that. So as we dive in, on page 10 it says the 6 steps to success, and one of the things, the very first thing is for you to read this magazine. How cool is that, right? And to follow the skincare class how-to video. Now I'm going to tell you something. I put together a video called the flip chart video, and then We've also we're putting together how I do a skincare party, and you're going to watch it. And so I'm not saying that you can't follow what the company does, but I am going to recommend that you kind of follow the way that we kind of do things, because you're going to learn, you're going to see me do it, and you're going to be like, okay, let me follow that a little bit, because each director has their way of doing things, just because that's what we do. And so I'm just going to tell you that you can definitely watch what the company does. They've come up with great ideas, but I also want you to watch what we do. All right, take advantage of those in the know. I can't stress enough. Number 2, it says on page 11. I can't, and what that really means is come and learn. And learning comes from coming to the meetings, and embracing yourself in touch, embracing yourself in learning from this book, MK University, all things, all of the tools. All right, so I want you to know that. Number 3, it says check out the time-sensitive things on In Touch. So that's one of the things that I want to talk to you about really quickly. By this point, or hopefully we have set up to do the next step, which Emily's here and we have already done the next step. So this is kind of a little bit of review for her. But all of you should be aware, at least in the year of the 2018-2019 year, there is what we call the Great Start Challenge taking effect. And so are you familiar with all of those things? Are you taking advantage of all your Great Start challenges? And you know, this video, we may continue to use this in the future. So if it's past 2019, we may not be doing the Great Start Challenge anymore. But right now, make sure that all the things that are in your starter kit that pertain to the Great Start Challenge, you know what they are all about. And so you know that you have the Ready, Set, Sell. You know that you have the Ready, Set, Keep Selling. And you know that you have the team building bonuses. And those are all things that the company is doing in honor of the 55th anniversary. So you want to be on top of that. Your recruiter as well should be on top of that. She should be able to help you with that. She should be able to know that. So that's the first challenge I've given you. The other thing too is that you want to be working on your 7-Day Wonder Challenge. Now, if you haven't done that, you want to start it, because that's the very first thing that you have right now at your fingertips. And it's just a fun way to say, oh my gosh, I just started my business, I need your help. My very first challenge is to sell 20 items in 7 days, and when I do that, I get a prize. So can you help me get a prize? Can you help me just get the word out about my business? And so that's the 7-Day Wonder Challenge. So just make sure you're doing those things. So ready, the Great Start Challenge, and then the 7-Day Wonder Challenge. And then we've set up your launch party, okay? So your launch party should be set up, or get set up that with me or your recruiter. Okay, so next thing is understanding the tools. And that's where on page 12, it's saying that, you know, get into MaryKayInTouch.com. I will tell you, there's, like they say, there's over 2,000 things to look at on that site. Pace yourself, because you can get sucked in and then you're looking at everything and then it can be like overwhelming. So take time to do that, and that's why they have those little icons down at the bottom, or little pictures. What would you call them, Emily?
Little icons.
Okay, good, icons. Great. Okay, awesome. I said the right word. You'll see that I'm technically challenged, just so y'all know. One thing you just learned about me. So anyways, little icons. So they put those down there so that those are the things that you're focused on doing, which is the MK University. So, but familiarize yourself with that. Another thing you want to look at is ProPay. And what ProPay is it's a service that you offer your customers so that they can pay with a credit card. So you want to check that out. It doesn't mean you have to offer that, but you want to have it available if you can. There is a service fee for that, so make sure you check that out. Also, Mary Kay is partnered with Chase Visa to be able to offer you the opportunity to have a credit card at 0% interest for your first 12 months, so that you can get products, you can get inventory if you would like to do that, and have it on and use that card to get your products. The website, having a personal website, $30 for an entire year. An awesome opportunity, which I think that it is a, what's the word? A no-nonsense kind of idea. Like, it's just something that you should just do. Like, you shouldn't even have to think about it, because people will come onto your site that you don't even know and purchase from you. And when you are a star consultant, which we'll talk about that, you will get referrals to your site from that. So people will find you and the company will help you with that. So that is a awesome bonus, and I haven't even got to share that with Emily. PCP, Preferred Customer Program, we're gonna talk about that. Every quarter you have an opportunity for your customers to receive a mailing from you that the company sends out. We're going to spend time on that in weeks to come, but know that that is an amazing opportunity for you to get sales, 65% higher sales when you sign up for PCP, Preferred Customer Program. You can check out information on that on InTouch under Business Tools. And then become skincare certified and color certified. Those are two things that you can check out, icons on InTouch to check out. So learn all about that, all right? All right, so number 4 on page 12, it says get to know Mary Kay Ash, which I was gonna give you some recommendations as far as week 1 of new consultant training. Recommendations, Mary Kay's autobiography. I can't tell you enough. So on page 12 of this Start Something Beautiful, it just recommends for you to start reading the autobiography. I cannot tell you how important this is. My parents did not support me very much in this business until I was in this company about 10 years. They thought, you've got a degree, you were working on your master's, Rebecca, what are you doing? We paid for you to go to college. And I gave my mom this over Christmas one year, and she read it and she brought it back to me and said, I get it. I get what you're doing. I get what this Mary Kay thing is all about. So I would recommend every single person gets it in their kit. I would recommend that you pull it out and you read it. And I would actually recommend that you get a couple to hand out to people that you think would be great at doing Mary Kay, because they can read it, give it to your family at Christmas, at birthdays, because then they're going to understand why you decided to do this. They're going to get it in their heart as well. So Mary Kay's autobiography, meetings, okay? Mary Kay meetings. All across the country, people are meeting 3 or 4 times a week. There's a meeting for you to be able to attend. All right, I almost say it's like as good as AA. All right, it's even better. Okay, there's so much positivity happening here. So, but really, honestly, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then people have events on weekends. But every day of the week, there is a place for you to be able to go to a meeting. And what do we do with these meetings? They're success meetings. They're where you're going to learn while you earn. You can bring guests to them. You can learn how to build your business. You're going to get training. We call them Monday Night Lives. They're success meetings. You at this meeting will be recognized. You'll be educated. You will be motivated, and you will be inspired. The 4 things that Mary Kay asks us as directors to do is to do those 4 things for you. So when you leave, my goal is that you are better enriched, your life is enriched, you will be able to then go enrich people's lives during the week, you come back and you are then inspired and enriched again the next week, and then you go out again. They often say that either you need to come to the meeting because the meeting needs you, or you need to come because you need to bring to somebody that the meeting needs to be given. That's not how I want to say it. You need the meeting or the meeting needs you. Let's just put it that way. Do you get that? All right. I know. I'm like trying to be all like whatever, and it just comes down to that. Okay. So the other thing is your starter kit, the kit that came, your box. Do you know, I have heard that Mary Kay would say that the reason why people don't do Mary Kay is because they never get started and they don't have products on hand. So I can't imagine that people don't dive into their kit. But there are people that don't dive into their kit. They get their starter kit and they don't open it. And I'm sitting in front of a consultant who already did a little promo about her starter kit. So I know she's dived into it. But there are people who like get the kit and then they freeze and they don't open it. And I will tell you, Emily, I put my starter kit away. So I did put my starter kit in a closet. So I have done that. I did it and then I didn't do it. So dive into that kit. Take all the stuff out. Look at it. It's like Christmas. So do that. Spend time in it, and it'll get you excited about seeing faces. All right, so let me share with you something about my recommendation, and I'll go back to about the meetings. Okay, so you might be sitting on your couch watching this, and you might be thinking, I don't really know about all this. I don't really know if I need to come to a meeting. I mean, really, like, do I really need training? I mean, I can go on InTouch and I can see everything. I'm going to tell you something. So when I first started, I could not attend meetings because I was going and working on my master's, and the meetings that you could attend at the time were on Monday nights. And so my meetings. And so I didn't go, and I didn't go for my first 1.5 years of my business. And I didn't thrive. I didn't thrive. I didn't really go anywhere. And I didn't know what I was doing. And I was doing things improperly. One, I was wearing pants to every one of my meetings, which the recommendation really is the image effect of Mary Kay, which we're going to talk about that in the next segment. But I wasn't closing people. I was just sitting around a table and I was just having fun with people, and my sales were really not very good. I really did not know what I was doing because I had not had any like training. I hadn't been around other people that were doing Mary Kay. And so meetings are important. So I want to tell you to dive in and spend time with other people that are building their business as well, because you're going to learn more, not just from me, but you're going to really learn from your peers, because you're going to come and you're going to find out, wow, they're going through what I'm going through. They feel the way that I feel. You know what I mean? And if I can help them or they can help me, then we're going to be successful, because Mary Kay said, I have an idea and you have an idea, and if we keep them to ourselves, then we're each just going to have our own idea. But if I come and you share your idea and I share my idea, then now we have 2 ideas. And then another person shares and there's 3 ideas, and it multiplies. And so don't do what I did. Come, join the fun. We actually call it like a sisterhood. We call it a sisterhood. Our unit is like family. It's family. And I expect that. I expect us to be like family. So anyways, all right. So set up your office. Now, I will tell you, when I first started, I was living at my parents' home. And so my office was underneath my bed. All right, I was 23, and all of my products were literally underneath my bed, everything. So you can literally, you don't have to have an office. And I think I said that to you. You don't have to have an office. My daughter is doing her business from college, and she has it stored underneath her bed and in her closet. So you don't have to, but if you do have something, then make a place for it. Like, start to think about how you want it to look and where you're going to put your products and those kind of things. All right. So number 6, know that we care. Mary Kay has a 1-800 number. You should write that in your date book so that you know that you can call, and there's different prompts for you to talk to different people, and they are absolutely wonderful, and rarely do you have to wait for a long length of time. Okay, page 15 is your starter kit, and just kind of breaks down everything that's in your starter kit and what you need to do with it. Okay, so page 17 is your why. What's your why? And this is where I'm going to tell you there's 3 stories in here, and then we will have almost completed your first section of the first week of new consultant training, and then I'm going to have Jess, my friend, pause this. So, but your why. So this is where we really begin for you to think about what you want to say in your first section of your flip charts. And we talk about this in the flip chart series when you watch that video. But your why, you want to start to put that together and think about that. So on page 17, 18, and 19, it gives 3 examples of ladies that are top in the company and what their why is. And then on page 20 through 21, it talks about you putting together your I story, which I love this. Love it, love it, love it, because it just breaks it down for you. You kind of check off then once you've done that. So share what you did first before you started your Mary Kay business, or what you're currently doing. Explain why you decided to become a consultant. Describe how your life is changing since you became a consultant. And you know what? You may not be able to put that in right away, but you want to come back to this. So this is actually a sheet that I would say rip it out, or put it down, fold it down, and keep track of this, because you're going to come back to this. And it actually shows the page that you're going to write your I story on page 20 of this Start Something Beautiful. So that's the very first thing. I love this book in that on page 24. So I'm going to show you this on page 24. It kind of gives you a checklist then of what they're going to recommend for you to do this week to accomplish the things that we just talked about. So in reading, and then what it recommends for you to do. Now, for this, it doesn't have to take you the whole week to do it. My recommendation is just take some time. Your I story, your why story can literally take you 5 to 10 minutes to write, and then you want to share it with someone. And if you even want to share it with me or your recruiter and say, how does this sound to you? But once you do that, you know what, in the beginning, it may not seem so compelling, or if you hear somebody else someday their story, and you might go, well, my story isn't whatever with that, and I'm like, that's okay. You are going to create your story, and guess what? It is going to change. You're going to add to it, and expect that to happen. Okay, so I want to finish with this. I want you to think about something. On page 23, it says create your own dream board. How do you picture the life of your dreams? More time with those you love, independence, family vacations, create your own dream board, which at Hobby Lobby you can go and put all the things together to do that, just saying, and focus on how your Mary Kay business can help you achieve the beautiful and rich life you deserve. Now that's something fun to do, right? All of this is really fun, but that's something fun to do. I want you to start to dream. I want you to start to think about what this opportunity is going to bring you in your life over the next month, over the next 3 months, and watch your business soar. So thank you for watching week 1 of New Consultant Training.